Vacatus is not moving at all. Vacatus is just there, frozen exactly where he was. The only sign that he is in any way still alive is just the constant working of his Adam's apple as he just continues to drink wine.
Right.
Just like,
Okay, can I burst into the room?
Yeah.
And talk to Dob quickly.
Oh.
Silence. Sorry, Egbert. That's a habit.
Yeah, thanks. So it's in the other room. Vacatus has gone a bit funny. He's been drinking the wine, and so he's a bit, out of it.
He drank his own wine.
Yeah, I know, right? It seems like a bad idea to me. If Liliana's going to come back here at any point soon, could we do the old switcheroo and have her deal with the real Vacatus? Because she's going to be quite angry. Yes. And she might deal with the Vacatus problem for us.
I ferociously hug Egbert. Egbert, you bloody genius, you've done it again. You've cracked the bloody code. Yes, absolutely. We cheese it out of here immediately. She's going to come back with the
Vacatus
army.
There's more wine in this dining room.
Yeah, we're probably going to lose Necropolis on sea in the conflagration of horrible Liliana rage, but...
Well, as a co-owner of the building, I think that's fine.
Not a co-owner.
and I tell you what, Egbert, Merylwen, all in favour?
Aye.
I mean, I honestly
Alright,
think this place will build itself again. Like, I think it's haunted enough, so, yeah.
I'll go get bismuth, and I guess you two figure out a way of holding Vacatus there, or just getting.
He must be
Prudence
hammered.
and
I could probably
Corazon
just
out.
pick him up and bring him into the other room.
Yeah, just bring him in, put him in here on this chair, and just, that's him there.
basically, you've deposited Vacatus
Yes.
in the dining room that actual Liliana was in, and he is still just there, endlessly refilling a wine goblet and quaffing wine from it.
Can I pop my fife between his fingers?
Yes. Oh yeah, you can. He seems to be like completely paralyzed, but his eyes are kind of moving around a little bit. You see him kind of go like, huh? Like, Fife? He's
So
also
stopped
still-
us now.
still
He's stopped
dressed
the
as Vacatus.
Oxventurers.
yeah. Well, basically, Dob dressed as Vacatus has turned up and popped a fife between his fingers.
I'm you from the future. Here's a fife.
disgusting.
Bye.
I would like to just write a note that says, "Dear co-conspirators, I've tricked that idiot Liliana. She fell for a hook, line, and sinker. She's an idiot and was not as powerful as me, Vacatus." And then I fold the note and I pop it in his pocket, just like obviously sticking out.
And now to drink infinitely.
I say to Vacatus, I'm you from the future. There's only one way out of this. You've got to blow this fife when Liliana shows up, and say, "Ha ha, got you good. Trust me, it'll all work out, and we'll avert catastrophe." Right, got to go back to the future now. Bye.
He manages to look skeptical, even though he is terrified and guzzling wine. What's everyone else doing?
We got to get hidden, right? Because
Yeah, we gotta get
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
I have peeled myself out of the painting now, but I am still covered in paint.
Okay, I'm still dressed as Liliana, for what it's worth.
What is it, Prudence? I sense hesitation.
Don't call me by my
Sorry. What is it, Liliana?
great spycraft, everybody.
What is it, Liliana? I sense hesitation in your cheesing it.
Well, Vacatus from the future,
Yes,
as well you know, because I'm Liliana from
and as
the
well
future.
I know, because I've
Correct.
seen all this already, but tell me anyway. I remember this day well.
Vacatus, I am Liliana from the future, and I've come to understand that you have the magic of one of those blasted Oxventurers.
Why don't you just have this conversation in a room that doesn't have Vacatus in it?
No, we're talking. No,
I'm
Liliana's
talking
talking
to
to
Vacatus.
Oh, you
Vacatus
took it to
now.
actual Vacatus.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't get any benefit out of telling Dob what happened.
It's so obvious and
It's
easy
so
to
simple.
follow.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I failed to pass this
We've
very
all gathered in
easy
the
and understandable
original
situation.
dining room
No,
with
no, no,
Vacatus from the future, who is Dob, and
yes.
Vacatus, who is drinking infinitely, who is the real Vacatus. I'm dressed as fake Liliana. Real Liliana is on a mountain somewhere.
So simple. What
So
I'm
simple.
looking forward to is the recap voiceover for this episode. Can't wait. to-
Vacatus from the past, who is drinking relentlessly. If you die, does Prudence get her magic back? Blink once if yes. I can't see Vacatus's eyes. Is he blinking? He blinked.
He kind of gestures at somebody to help him do a keg stand. No, you see, he blinks once.
Oh, okay. Well, no further questions. Let's leave this guy to get murdered.
So how about we head outside, find like a nice rock with a view, and watch the fireworks?
Yes. Yes.
Have you got anything you want to get out of the house, Corazon?
Yeah. Start now.
I mean, I think the house will be fine. It survived worse than this, I think.
Oh, I tell you what. Why don't we steal Liliana's ship?
Because she's got an army. Oh, the army's gone too.
Yeah.
She'll hate that.
I mean, the Joyful Damnation is in dry dock, so we could
Also,
add it
though,
to
we
my
are
fleet.
showing our hand because if we don't steal her ship, she might not ever know we were here.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That could be helpful to not to be.
But
anonymous.
Like we were never
could add it to
here
the
with
fleet.
Ghosts.
The fleet of Commodore
Corazon could finally be an admiral.
Commodore Corazon.
Oh. Okay, there's no stopping him
I
now.
run upstairs and I fish the epaulets out of drawer and I attach them to my coat.
Oh.
Is there any way we can listen
Break
to
glass
what...
in case of promotion.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could listen
My
into
new
their
rating.
conversation, by the way?
Well, if
Yeah,
I
I'd love
had
to
magic,
hear it.
I could use clairvoyance, but I don't. So we've got these 2 cans and some string.
I mean,
they're
we
not
could
going to be good.
we could just hide and listen in from the upper floor,
Risky.
The Rogues Gallery.
the Rogues Gallery. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I had put in.
I mean, they didn't spot me when I was up here.
That's
so...
true.
Also, if it's a rogues gallery, it's got to have a means of quick escape, surely.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
the Fulton
sheep-
extraction. We didn't trigger it.
Oh yeah, the Fulton extraction. I forgot we set up a Fulton extraction with the balloon and the
Yeah.
Of course.
the
of
big
course.
bird.
Why
that
do we even
swoops past
have
and
a
picks us
Fulton
up.
extraction balloon?
The rig is still
course.
around my midriff to take me up the chimney and out to safety.
Yeah, well, you'll just grab onto the top.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'll just hide in the fire grate, and if things get spicy,
All right, so and then Dob can tell us what they said. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, and we can go and hang out in the gazebo.
All right.
Maybe we could all stand at the top of the chimney and listen in as well.
Actually, yeah, let's get on the roof, and then we can be there to like listen
yeah,
down
you could
it.
just put your ear to the chimney. You'll
Also, someone
Yeah.
does need to grab Dob's ankles as he comes out, otherwise he's gonna just keep going into space.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like a solid plan to
Done.
me.
Yep,
So-
hands in.
All right.
So everyone's on the roof, including Bismuth
Everyone up
and
into
Katie.
the attic, and then there's a hatch up there we can get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bismuth scales the outside of the building.
Like a spider.
You're not sure why. Yeah.
This is where she comes and does her moon bathing. There's like a little towel down, some moon screen.
Aw.
Oh.
So,
Is there like a
Okay.
zip line to the rear of the house, Corazon? I
Yeah,
seem to remember you mentioning a
absolutely.
zip line to the rear of the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah,
Uh,
it's always been
Glad
there.
I
Can't have a
remembered correctly.
tutorial without that.
Can I look at Katie just before she goes and say, I think we're nearly out of this.
Oh yeah, Casey's here.
Well, it's about time. You better not eat bread and honey and butter like that at our wedding.
Ooh.
Trouble in paradise.
Don't try to change me, baby. I say we'll do all the wedding planning and a lot more talking later. We've a conversation to have. I know that sounds ominous.
What do you
Anyway,
mean?
bye.
So ominous.
Just behind Dom going,
Ominous! Oh my! I'm going for a walk again. Maybe there's some hellebore around here I can gather. She says, stomping off.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna crouch down in the fire grate.
Just make me
Are
a
you
dex
still
stealth
invisible?
check.
How long does that invisibility
Oh yeah.
last?
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good question. Up to 1 minute. It's,
Just
yeah.
1 minute. You're almost certainly visible again then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need you to make me a dex stealth check
Okay.
to see how well you can hide in the grate.
Like in the fireplace.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Fine. You're very well hidden. You sort of
Oh,
cover
good.
yourself in ash. and
Maybe I can just like actually like be in the chimney.
Flue.
Like yeah, it just like
Like
in it, but upside down.
Sam Fisher.
Yeah, like I'm Sam Fishering upside down in the chimney. So just my little nose and eyes are kind of peeking out upside down.
Yeah, sure. The flue is kind of like it's kind of one of those ones that's sort of very ornate on the front, but quite plain behind. So obviously you're not on the iron side, but you can see well enough into the room, and you're going to be able to hear absolutely everything.
Okay.
Which is good. And yes, cool. You're well hidden, and the sentient fireplace does not eat you because stranger things have happened in Necropolis on Sea. Everyone else, you are up on the roof.
Yes.
Bismuth has dragged up an entire cauldron of bisque with her. So we can call this a short rest while you wait. You get a weird sort of... It's not like a fireworks show because you can't see anything going off directly, but there are clouds as ever over the frozen peak, which you can sort of see off to the north. And there are a lot of reflected flashes of light on the clouds, almost as if there's sheet lightning going on. And you also hear like a tremendous roar, and you hear the occasional boom as if something very heavy is crashing down to earth. And it sounds like there is an almighty fight going on. And eventually you hear sort of like a long and pained scream kind of go up. And after like a couple of more crashes and some sounds you can't quite identify, everything goes quiet again. You're not entirely sure how things went down or whether anyone is left alive or indeed has died, but it seems like Dobbs' plan to lead Liliana directly into a dragon's territory paid off. So you have a short wait, occasionally punctuated just by like some soft like noises coming up from the chimney as Vacatus continues to down an endless stream of wine. Everyone make me a wisdom perception check.
Wisdom.
Will do. Perception.
11 minus 1 is 10.
Pew.
15.
11.
15 also.
23.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dang.
Very
perceptive.
perceptive.
Everyone else hears the tramp of boots coming down the mountain. Merylwen, with your elf eyes, you can see very clearly that a slightly reduced number of Egberts, but still a large sort of almost an army of Egberts are coming back down the mountain. And whatever conflict went on up there seems to have been resolved for now. Of course, you saw how the Egberts were behaving earlier, and that they were very much going wherever Liliana was. You suddenly get sort of a tight feeling in your stomach, and you think it might be a good idea to silence Bismuth, who is still clanging a ladle around in the soup tureen and yelling about Bismuth.
Oh, bit.
Yes, very good. You all heard it.
They're on their way back. There's fewer of them, but it's I think they're kind of like a magnet drawn to her. She's back here. I think she's downstairs.
Dob, you hear a doorknob turn, and you just hear a slow as the door. It makes me gassy. The door slowly swings open, and you see, sort of from your upside down, sort of Sam Fisher sort of perspective, you see just sort of a pair of boots belonging to Liliana that slowly kind of clomp, 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 stalk into the room. The floorboards creak underneath her. And you hear her go all the way round the dinner table, and then she stops near enough to the fireplace, and the boots turn as she clearly faces Vacatus. She says, "I suppose you think that was terribly funny." You just hear more ooh. 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 It's like, yes. Oh, you're right to be swallowing, dear boy. I'd be terrified if I were you as well. Ooh. Ooh. Do you really think a simple dragon would be enough to stop me?
Oh, poor dragon.
She goes very quickly from calm and smug to furiously angry. You don't see it, but you almost hear her just rear back her hand, and she smashes the goblet out of Vacatus's hand. And he immediately starts gasping like and she's like, "What do you have to say for yourself now, funny man? Do you still want to cut a deal with me now?" You hear her kick over his chair, and you see him actually go sprawling on the ground, and he starts to scrabble his way toward the door. Liliana doesn't seem concerned about stopping him. She can see that he is not well, is in a slightly enervated state actually, and she slowly starts to follow him. Those of you on the roof, you sort of hear the front door fly open, and sort of half running, half scrabbling, Vacatus is kind of like doubled over, crab walking toward the sea. He gets maybe halfway there, with Liliana kind of following like she's just a cat toying with a mouse, when he doubles over and just a torrent of wine starts flooding out of Vacatus from like his mouth, his nose, his eyes, his palms. He's just there like, "Ah!" like kneeling down, and just the sand around his knees starts to go immediately scarlet and spread out at an alarming pace. The sort of tidal wave of red starts to flow down into the sea, where it mixes with the waves coming up and all of the swash. And very quickly the sea around this part of Necropolis turns a deep wine red colour. Liliana is just standing there, like, to be honest with you, quite perplexed. The Egberts at this point have kind of marched down to the beach. One of them comes up and starts to raise a spear, and she just kind of holds up her hand. It's like, hold. Just kind of watching Vacatus just pouring more wine out of himself.
Vacating.
Yes, yeah, just making like a Costa del Vino here on Necropolis on Sea. When you notice that the tide doesn't seem to be going out anymore. The tide seems to be coming in, and the waves are kind of cresting and peaking in a very strange way, almost as if there are things in the water, things that start getting washed up, and slowly just funnily enough, a wine man just kind of gets deposited on the beach, almost like a castaway.
I'm sorry,
Then-
what?
Oh yeah, there are wine. Sorry, Dob.
There are
Oh,
wine
yeah,
Down the
yeah.
chimney, I whispered, Dob, he has wine men.
That's a good, solid copy on that, Corazon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're bad. You can't hit them with swords.
No, I understand immediately.
They start to push themselves up, and kind of looking up. They're kind of like, again, with that faceless sort of just smooth liquid texture to them, they kind of look up, and you feel that they are regarding Liliana and her army very, very clearly, very carefully. And as more of them wash up and start to stand, basically an entire wine man army to rival that of the Egberts has sort of coalesced here on the beach. And they charge
popcorn
toward
in this
all
kitchen.
of the Egberts. So
I'd like to pass around some marshmallows and stuff.
popcorn.
Egbert, if you could just flare your nostrils, we could
Yeah.
toast on your.
I can toast those.
Yeah.
that's very good. Bismuth insists on having a bismuth marshmallow.
You can dunk it in the bismuth if you want bismuth.
I want to see this. Fulton, extract me. I yank on the rope. That's the signal.
All right.
Activate
Alright,
the
Fulton
Fulton
extract.
extraction device.
Everyone, ready? Pull.
Yeah.
His job,
We're pulling
everyone.
Dob up bum first through the chimney.
Yep, you're fine. You take a few nicks. You're a bit worried that some coal dust has got into the scratches and they might turn into really weird, bad tattoos, but all in all, you're okay. Okay, so basically the wine men crash against the army of Egberts. Quite literally, some of them are kind of like discombobulated with the force, and sort of start to like coalesce again, sort of in the back lines as the wine men sort of come along. And all of them start just tearing each other to pieces. They seem quite evenly matched. This is the first time you've really seen Liliana's sort of proto-army in action. They don't quite fight like Egbert does, because nothing's exploded yet.
So they
But
use
they
paladin
So
powers.
they're competent.
Hey,
They
now.
seem like well-drilled paladins. No, they are.
Wow, they're using
they-
their abilities. It's
They
amazing.
fight as though they have
Teleporting all
been-
over the place.
Yeah.
They fight as though they've been very.
Whoa,
they've been-
turn the faithless, I say.
They've been drilled into this. You see them form an honest-to-goodness phalanx. They also use flame breath to evaporate some of the wine men. The wine men do keep coming. There are a lot of them. Vacatus is still just throwing up wine everywhere. And their numbers seem to start dwindling. At which point you see Liliana sort of marches down the beach a little toward Vacatus. you see her grab his head and pull it backwards, and she kind of looks into his face, just sort of trying to work out what's going on. She reaches out one hand and beckons to one of the Egberts, who is not wearing sort of like martial gear, but is wearing sort of simpler garb. He rushes forward and places a goblet in her hand, and scooping from the torrent of wine, she just holds onto his hair and just has a really long drink. And you almost feel Vacatus starting to struggle as she swallows like more of this wine down her neck. As his struggle gets greater, the wine men stop fighting the Egberts quite so much. And she backs up, lets go of his hand, and kind of triumphantly just allows the goblet to fall. The Egberts kind of stop fighting as the wine men aren't attacking them anymore, and as one, they start to turn very slowly toward Vacatus. The marshmallow bisque is not a success.
I did tell her.
Even Bismuth is disappointed, but it does mean she isn't watching what's to come. Although she would probably be delighted being from Necropolis on sea, because the wine men, they kind of, one by one, they sort of start to grab a limb, and Vacatus is starting to struggle.
Oh, no.
And then more of them kind of cover up neatly what is happening here. But from the sort of the motion of this mass of wine people and the resultant noises, they basically tear Vacatus apart.
Wow.
You love to see it.
Anyone for drumsticks?
I mean,
These ones that I brought up onto the roof from the kitchen. No, just no one in the mood.
I don't really feel like it right now, no.
I'll have some.
I had Cora's on a drumstick.
The wine men turn towards Liliana and just look expectantly, sort of waiting. You see her grab her hand, and she just clenches a fist, and the wine men just turn to puffs of steam.
Damn.
Huh.
And she just goes,
She can do that as well.
tacky.
That's cool.
Tacky magic.
Oh boy.
So classy.
She takes a sip from a different wine glass that has actually been filled with like a clear vintage that clearly she prefers, as her butler Egbert comes to bring her some victuals. You see her walk over to the spot where Vacatus was. She kind of kicks away some feathers, his ridiculous waistcoat. She stoops down and she picks up something. It's a weird, almost crystalline object. It's a wine stone, and it's got a deep red hue. It's almost like it's a small spherical sort of barbed thing, almost like a little sea anemone. It's clearly part of Vacatus. And Prudence, make me a wisdom perception check.
Yeah, how magical am I feeling now?
Does she also read the letter?
That's 18.
Okay, you see her read the letter. She goes. You see her crumple it up and then like throw it into the
Corazon's
surf.
handwriting.
Oh no.
She grinds it into the dirt.
I made all the O's look like chickens. So that's how you know it's Vacatus' handwriting.
She's gonna be absolutely furious. You see, she picks up the stone, Prudence. You can see it. It shimmers and seems to roil, almost as if it's hollow and made of glass. And underneath, there's sort of the red of some wine sort of flowing around, but also there's a strong vein of black, almost like squid ink, and almost a luminescent green sort of swirling around in there as well.
Squids.
And it looks weirdly familiar,
Yeah.
we'll say.
I think that's my wine stone. I think that's
magic.
I think it's got my magic in there.
Well,
at
Prudence,
it.
you had a good run.
I want it.
Liliana goes, huh. You see her, she sort of rummages around in a pocket
No.
and pulls out a string of rawhide and sort of loops it around and just
Oh no, it suits her too.
It does, unfortunately. Ties that around her neck.
Oh no, it sets off the look.
She ties that around her neck, and then she turns imperiously to all of her egg buds and says, "All of you, make camp. We're staying here tonight. See if they show up after all. I want to see what Corazon's bedroom's like."
Right, buy me
Hello.
dinner first, Liliana.
And you... She strides into the house and closes the door neatly behind her. The Egberts immediately start to make camp. Already there's sort of some Egberts are rowing out to the ship, where clearly there are sort of some supplies like tents and stuff. But for the time being, it seems like you're on the roof of the mansion at Necropolis on Sea, with a crone and a cauldron of bisque and a very, very, very sooty half-orc. And your greatest
Katie.
nemesis and Katie
sweet.
Pearlhead and his
Who could
fiancé.
forget?
Sure.
Yeah, your greatest nemesis is now just sort of chilling out in the house with
No.
Prudence's magic turned into a nice little keepsake around
This is going horribly.
We need to get that
neck.
magic.
We can steal
Everyone
it.
hold
at
on
night.
to this Fulton balloon and we'll set down where the atmospheric pressures take us.
Presumably she sleeps, this Liliana character, at
Yes, we
some
can
point.
steal it when she sleeps.
Has Liliana ever done anything that makes you think that she sleeps?
She's very intense, I'll give you that.
How can you even be into her? She like tore that guy apart. Dob.
Yeah, Dob.
Yeah, Dob.
What the hell, dog?
Katie,
Say something, Dob. Speak up for yourself, man.
Katie, I haven't been honest. I sort of shuffle her a little way away from everyone else. I assume everyone's listening in.
I,
but, like, just for-
I shuffle towards them the same distance.
yeah.
And I go like this.
Yeah. Thank you, Corazon. My true friend, you've always been there through thick and thin. Katie, I realised when I was down there that I haven't been honest with you. I told you before this whole bizarre charade began that that there was nothing between me and Liliana, and maybe there isn't. Maybe it's very one-sided. But when I destroyed that hair of hers, I realised that I realised that I hadn't been honest with you. I did have a thing for her, and I'm sorry that I tried to cover that up. But Katie, if you will forgive me from now on, honesty.
Well, am I supposed to say something here? It sounded
Yay.
like you were going to list some things and maybe offer me something. Oh, you want me to say honesty back?
Well, I mean, from this point, why don't we? I think we should agree to be completely honest with each other.
Sure, I'll agree to continue to be honest with you.
Katie, sorry, what? You
No, I-
know.
I thought
Please.
we shuffled away from you, actually. I thought.
Well, you're bad at shuffling.
Katie,
Yes, honesty.
honesty
That's all I asked for, Dob.
is the best policy, and I think that is so important. And I was thinking about that as well as I was down there duping Liliana, and I realised that the only time that I've ever really spoken to her has only been 2 times, and both times I was actively trying to deceive her, and that's probably not a good foundation for a relationship.
No.
And I want our relationship to have a more solid foundation. So is there anything you want to tell me regarding post-wedding offings?
I think this is going really well, I say,
Yeah.
to the rest of the group.
Off it.
good.
Oh, you mean the honeymoon? I mean, we can go off wherever you like, babe.
Do you think it'll be a pay bar or it'll be free at the wedding?
I mean, all-inclusive is so much easier. And you do end up saving overall. Okay. This isn't going to be easy for me. But I lied when I said I didn't want to wear the pearl head at the wedding. I do. Like, I know you said I have lovely eyes and my hair is great
You do. It
and
is.
that my skin is really smooth and radiant.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And that, like, I don't even need filler because I've got
I didn't
kissable
mention
lips.
filler. I just said the good
Oh
bit
well,
before.
okay. Oh well, okay. Never mind then. But I do want to wear it. It's you know.
I didn't say to you, Katie, you don't even need filler. That was not a line that I did.
I thought is that not what you? I thought that's something you said. Anyway, yeah, I want to wear it, so I'm gonna.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
all you want to share at this point.
Yep, that's it. I'm gonna go make us some herbal tea, babe, because I feel like we could all do with some calming down.
Okay, I put my hand on Katie's shoulder and I give her a significant look and I go, "Okay, Katie.
Cool.
Well, let's go plan a wedding."
Excuse me.
We did have a different mission
Yeah.
in mind, but
Dob.
fine.
Oh, I mean after.
Yeah. We need to get Prudence's magic.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
magic
count.
first, and then
we
have
c-
all the weddings you want.
We're gonna ask Prudence to like do magic fireworks at the wedding
Yeah.
because it.
Well,
will
I
be
mean,
free.
I do literally have. That's one of the 6 spells. But yeah, if you want Prudence to do it, that's
Get
fine.
me my magic back, and I will sing at your wedding. I will. Do you have a best man, Dob?
Yeah, it's Corazon,
It's
and
me,
I
yeah.
I only didn't ask you to do the fireworks because I thought you might be tired from using Mage Hand to bear the rings.
What's? Sorry, I don't know why I'm holding this. I don't know what this is. Yeah, no, I'm the best man. Do you not remember? I'm fully behind this union, and think it's good. And the best man speech is going to be great. It's going to be 2 hours. There's going to be a full band backing me up.
PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, whole dance routine.
Look,
I mean, that's what Mage Hand is, really. It's just PowerPoint.
It's also power pickup and power manipulate objects.
PowerPoint.
So don't.
And power occasionally punch crotch.
They're part of the entire the suite, the whole suite of Mage Hand.
PowerPoint.
Mage Hand Creative Suite.
It's amazing.
Look, I've been very
my
patient
God.
with all this wedding nonsense, but I'm jonesing for that magic wine.
We
flowing
will
around
wait until
Liliana's
Liliana
neck.
falls asleep, and then we will steal it.
All right, I love it. Katie, will you help?
Of course, however I can.
Katie, you're a thief. You're you
Yeah,
know, thievery.
Katie,
She's
how would you?
a thief. She's not exactly what you would call
Katie,
a
you're
master
what-
thief. Like,
You're a
She's the
master
queen
thief.
of
No, I'm
thieves.
the
She's the
thief
queen.
queen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah, it's more of a
Still
ceremonial position, though. Really.
Which I resurrected by coming to rule all of the other thieves across.
I
Yeah,
turn
most
to
of the other
Corazon and I say,
thieves.
Corazon, if you were Katie, the greatest thief of all, what would you do in this situation?
Oh, and by the way, you're being audited. The dues you paid, they've come back as suspicious. It's not me.
My
Like,
offshore
Thus
I just-
funds.
proving that I am the greatest thief of all. I was able to submit dubious funds to the Thief Queen's audit. So thank you very much. I will be stealing this pendant. No further questions. Thank you. I head into.
What's the plan, thieves?
I'm gonna
Listen up, thieves. What are you gonna do?
I will
These thieves aren't
watch-
working together very well, are they?
No.
I will watch
No.
Liliana sleep.
Something about honour among them.
Okay, what's step 2? I don't like step 1.
And then I will steal her stuff. Well, who knows Corazon's bedroom better than me, Corazon? And
Well, you
they're
never
all-
lived here.
No, I've stayed here some nights while I've been renovating, and let me tell you, there are all sorts of crannies up in that.
What?
No, not you, Bismuth.
Oh.
You get your
Assuming
crannies out of here.
Liliana does even sleep, could we lull her into a deeper sleep? Because I don't like your odds of just sneaking into a bedroom and taking a necklace off the neck of Liliana, our most powerful foe.
I think I can probably manage it. What? Well, just if you all lower me from the ceiling on a rope, like the Ballad of Mission Impossible, and then I will simply take it from around her neck with my dexterous little monkey paws.
There's no way Liliana sleeps. She just goes into an angry
Everyone
state
has
for
to
a while.
sleep. She's not a ethereal cloud.
All right, can we fast Skyrim fast time 12 hours and see if she goes to sleep?
Well, let's get. So okay, so I feel like we should be able to find a situation where we can look into my bedroom, maybe through a window. I mean, how's it laid out? Is there a skylight? Sounds like something I'd enjoy.
Sure.
I mean, we could creep down the wall from the roof and
Yeah,
you know.
all right, well,
Okay,
let's
so
position ourselves at the
initially, I would
skylight.
like to cast Pass Without Trace on everyone here.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Well-
Okay, Prudence, you spider climbed down. Oh.
Wait 1 second. Are we still planning at this point? Because pass without trace. Oh no.
I start weeping. But
Pass
continue.
without trace. How long does that last?
It's
'Cause
up to 1 hour.
Okay, so you probably want to cast that after.
We'll cast that.
After she's
Yeah,
dozed
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. Like I want when stuff happens, I want to cast pass without
When she
trace.
when she
before
starts like brushing her teeth and stuff.
If
Yeah.
I were Liliana and I had her great, wonderful resources of magic, I would cast some sort of protective ward around me, or I would have an Egbert stationed at my bedside, or something. I wouldn't just sleep unprotected.
Oh
is
well,
what
like
I'm saying.
Prudence, you can / will be able to again cast clairvoyance, right? There's no way she won't have something like that. She'll have
I
like
don't have any magic.
no.
Dob.
I know you can't do it now. Don't worry, I remember you can't do it now. But I'm saying that Liliana will have something like that
Right.
everywhere, right? She will have eyes everywhere.
She very well might. I mean, who can say? She could be watching us right now.
Liliana, if you're watching us right now.
Okay, I turn into a rat,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna go into the house and just have a nose about.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a good idea.
that's a good idea. Yeah. Sure. Make me a wisdom perception check.
Okay. 18.
All right.
Nice.
The house is quite quiet. It seems like of all of the Egberts, only the butler Egbert is allowed in the building right now. She may post guards later, you're not entirely sure. As an elf, Marylwen, of course, you know that being a drow, Liliana isn't going to sleep. She's going to enter a trance-like state.
That
Which-
sounds like an elf term for sleeping to
Yeah.
me.
Oh no, I don't sleep. I go into
it's different. It's so
I
different.
go into a trance-like state for 8 hours
Yeah.
Yeah.
and cannot be roused.
We just don't get the grogginess. And we just wake up like that.
I'm all about grogginess. I'm a pirate.
You can have inspiration back.
Does Necropolis on Sea have a grand organ? Because that's surely where Liliana will be, right?
Well,
Corazon.
sorry.
There is a large church organ, like a pipe organ. Yes.
Yeah, I got it off Davy Jones after I defeated him and sank the Dutchman. I installed it in my home.
Why? What are you thinking?
It was a Dutchman who was delivering an organ to Davy Jones.
The details aren't important.
I sank that Dutchman.
I sank him.
The whole
Cannon right
cargo was insured, so Davy Jones has an identical organ now.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
I've got the original.
Another seafaring insurance scam.
Yeah,
What is it with these pirates?
Hey, it's Geth. It just happens all the time.
yeah.
Really, the remarkable thing is you kicked up a stink and tried to expose it. Anyway, Merylwen, you notice that, Liliana has indeed sort of made herself at home in Necropolis on Sea. Corazon's bedroom being sort of the largest, it's more of like a suite of rooms. She has thrown open all the doors. If there's a cushion anywhere, she's cast it onto the floor to make just kind of like a sort of a little snug.
What has she done to the walk-in wardrobe?
Oh, she's rifled through it, sure enough. So she's now sort of wearing one of your hats.
Which one?
It's kind of like the brown tricorn.
No!
Yeah. Is it the one with? Was it the phoenix feather that was the one you?
Yes, the
cherished?
phoenix feather. I was
Yeah,
going to wear
that.
that to the wedding
Ah.
to draw focus from the groom.
Your oh, did I say the brown tricorn? I meant the white one.
Oh,
No, she's wearing the hat that you would you were planning to wear to Dobbs' wedding. She's walking around with sort of just like she's enjoying a glass of the special reserve grog.
Not my
that
private
you-
vintage.
Yeah, your private vintage. And she's just sort of lounging about. To be
Disrespect.
honest with you, she looks kind of bored. She looks like the babysitter who doesn't quite dare inviting their partner around. It's just kind of like waiting for something to happen, or rather for you all to get home so she can murder you. It's a bit like.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
But it looks like she is fairly neatly ensconced in the middle of the room, Merylwen. So it's sort of like we've got Cushion City here, sort of in the middle, and then the main room off which all of Corazon's other rooms come is built like the back of a ship. So you've got sort of the full windows there.
Oh yeah.
With sort of like a bench. There's a seat of ease. And yeah, she's just chilling out in the middle of the cushions there. She doesn't seem to. It seems like she doesn't really want to move from there. She's even kicked off her boots. She's kind of just sat like. She's called Butler Egbert over and asked him to read to her. He's picked up sort of like an old volume of a sort of well, they're called shipping reports, and he's kind of just reading them out in a deep, soothing voice. It's kind of like, where's Necropolis? Good. 14 to 15, later 5. And that's just what she's up to right now.
Sounds soporific.
Wow, she's not found Corazon's diary, because that is a good read.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I would like
Crazy
to scurry back up. Be Merylwen again. Hello.
Merylwen, did you climb into her mouth and then turn into a bear like we planned?
No, she's very relaxed down there. Corazon, she's trying on your clothes. The butler Egbert is reading stuff out to her. She's chill. Like, basically, she only needs to. You know how I kind of just glaze over every once in a while. Yeah. She's the same as me. She only has to do that. So
Well,
I
mean,
just
elves
being
in that.
rude, Merylwen. I didn't know that was some sort of elf trance.
I mean, elves in that state are extremely easy to rob. I say.
I'm just.
I imagine.
No.
Oh,
Canonically, no.
Sure. Canonically, no. I say, putting away Merylwen's possessions.
I take my possessions off of Corazon.
No, you didn't even see
So
them.
you're
though,
saying
Merylwen,
when
so
you're in a trance,
do
Merylwen,
that.
you will easily awake at the slightest noise or sound or something?
Yeah, if anyone touches me, if anyone, a couple of times I've had to, Dobbs kept talking to me because I don't realise. And it's fine, but, I'm just like, okay.
We don't
Then
need
just
to
go
touch
back.
You're the one that
her.
fell asleep in the middle of a conversation.
We don't
Oh,
need
no,
to touch her.
he
We just
thinks
need
that I'm
to.
just sitting there and then starts talking to me and wakes me up. And then I'm like, okay.
Sorry,
fine.
Corazon.
We don't need to touch her. We just need to touch the jewel and get it off.
All right. So if we can
Okay.
neutralise the butler,
Yeah.
theoretically,
Okay.
if someone is feeling dexterous enough, they could try and, I guess, cut the twine of the necklace.
Cut the leather tie on the necklace.
Easily.
All right.
Well, sometimes the simplest plans are the best, and we've just done a bloody complicated one. So,
Or
And that
we
went
set up two
weird.
illusory
Two dinners.
bedrooms. One with a fake Liliana,
Two.
to the real Liliana.
And just hope that the stone wants to switch.
Or we could
Okay.
go in and I could touch her, polymorph her into a rat, and then we leave.
I
You
mean,
really
she
think
is
that's
an
gonna
extreme-
work?
I think we need
She's
to
an
not
extremely
engage
powerful.
Liliana in any way because she's.
her magic resistances must be through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just
You go,
messed
"Oh,
up a giant dragon.
I'll polymorph you, and then she's
Yeah.
like, don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
And
going
then
to
she's
tell
like, bam,
her.
reverse card.
Whoa. What if?
You're a rat. You just
What if?
activated her trap card.
What if we can sort of present Liliana with something she would rather wear round her neck?
What's no?
Well, then she'd just kill us for it.
No. I don't mean
wants to
present.
give
I don't mean
Liliana
actually.
jewelry.
I don't mean actually. All right.
Is Katie
This is
still
a
with
problem.
Stop
us?
stirring, please.
We
I
put
don't
something
mean-
the same size and weight there.
I just like
As a replacement.
if we can like somehow get into the room like some kind of brilliant trophy, like a sort of fang from the dragon she killed or something, maybe she'd see it, be like, oh, that looks good. Wear that around my neck, but then she'd just put the.
I think
Princess
she'd be into
Magic Stone in her
layering.
pocket
I think
or
she'd
something.
be a
Yeah,
maximalist
yeah.
approach to accessorizing. I don't think she'd take
Alright,
one
scratch
off
that.
to put one on.
I like this simple approach. We go in there and then somehow get it. and
Who's
it's
the
fine.
most dexterous here? I assume it's Corazon.
I think it
Corazon?
might. Is it?
Is
I'm just rolling a coin back and forth between my fingers. I'm like, what? Oh,
Um,
dexterousness.
Well, maybe Katie
I
and
mean, I'm
Corazon could
quite-
spend some time together and dexterously retrieve that
I would
I
necklace.
can do this on my own. I don't need the thief.
Okay.
All right. She is the thief queen.
I think we send the thief queen in first.
Yeah, but the thief queen might just thief it.
Oh yeah, she might. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Yeah, you've changed
Don't
your
you
tune
trust your
on Katie
fiancé?
Pearlhead, Merylwen.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can locate object, so I know what we're looking for. So I'd find her again very easily.
I think Merylwen's been quite consistent in her disapproving and dislike.
I want her to be the guinea pig. I've already been the rat, so
You want her to be the canary in the mine.
yeah.
I think this has to go well or not at all, because if we screw this up, then the whole gig is a bust, isn't it? So,
I think we
Best
send in
foot
Katie and
forward.
Corazon.
yes. You're going to have to learn to work together, especially if you're going to be best man, Corazon.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get to know the bride.
Work this into the speech.
Yeah,
burglars
it'll make a
don't-
great speech.
Cat burglars don't tend to work in pairs. There's twice as many people that can make noise and alert people.
Alright, well, far be it from me to tell you how to do your job. I just want my magic back.
All right,
so...
fine. No, fine. I'll go in with Katie if that's all what you want. If you think Corazon
No,
can't
no,
handle
it's
on its
not
own,
about
no,
what
it's
I-
cool. I understand. I understand.
Oh,
no one's
goodness.
ever had any faith in Corazon. No, it's fine. All right, Katie,
Oh
let's go.
no, yeah,
Let's go.
that's.
No, it's too bad. Let's go.
Oh, Katie and Corazon are
This is
would
the
be
greatest
perfect
conflict
together
we've
with
ever
this
faced.
passive aggressiveness. Oh my god.
What's Katie doing during this conversation, Johnny?
Sort of seething quietly.
Okay.
All right, go on, Thief Queen. I'll show you how it's done.
Sure. Yeah. Great. Fine. So we're having a long rest, I assume, between sort of the planning stage and the actual going for it.
Yeah.
If you're waiting
Yeah.
for her to
If
fall
it's a
into
long
an
rest,
elf-like
yeah.
trance.
We need to do
Yeah.
something about this butler Egbert.
I mean, he's just one Egbert and he's not heavily armed. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
guys can handle
we
that.
can
Yeah,
draw
but,
him
I mean-
away.
Dob, why don't you just sleep him?
All right. I don't know. Is that not more people there to make noise and footfall?
Well, where
Well,
is he? Is he outside the room? Is he inside the room?
Oh, he was reading to her, wasn't he?
You can
Wasn't
still hear, him
he? He's droning away.
being like north, other way, wind. Variable 2 to 4, becoming northwesterly 4 to 6. Later.
I could cast sleep from a distance, but I guess there'd need to be someone there to catch him as he fell. But that
Is he
sounds cool.
sitting down and reading though?
No,
don't
he's
read-
standing up.
Oh, is he? Right, okay.
He's standing
he's
on one
standing
leg.
Yeah.
All right.
Standing one leg and he's covered in bells.
Smooth or slight. Showers. Good.
All right, let's do this. Operation Remagic Prudence. Oh, maybe, I know that the idea was to send fewer, but maybe Prudence should come so that if all goes south, Prudence, maybe you just crunch down on the thing and then you can just Eldritch, you get your magic back straight away. You might need it.
I might
help us
need
escape
it if we got to get out of there
if
in
it
a
goes
hurry.
south.
I'll be at the window. I'll be at the window waiting to receive the thing. I don't want to jeopardize your chances of stealthing in there.
I would like to go through my collection of trinkets and gewgaws to see if there's anything about the same size and shape
Yes.
as the
Something
magical sea
tacky,
urchin.
some bauble.
I mean, almost certainly. You're a pirate, for crying out
Oh, yeah.
loud.
It's a
You
crystallized
almost
sea
certainly-
urchin, in fact.
Yeah, there you go.
Got
If
from-
it's not on your person, it's almost certainly in the house, and you can pick it up on the way to your own bedroom.
Alright.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, let's get that, just in case, swap it in.
So we've got Prudence outside the window, ready to receive magics.
Yep. I'm
We've
going to
got-
rappel just down below the window ledge.
Lovely. We've got Corazon and Katie sneaking in to do the sneaky, snatchy.
Yeah.
Merylwen?
You know what? I'm gonna.
Don't we need Merylwen there to keep us in the stealth cloud?
Yeah, I
Oh
need
yeah,
to.
stealth bonus.
Just be stealthy, basically.
Yeah. As long as you're within 30 feet of me, it should be okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then, Dob and Egbert, are you planning to drop the butler and replace him, or?
But I could continue reading the. I could
Oh,
continue
step in
reading
and
the
keep reading. That's
the report, the
Great.
shipping forecast.
I
when
mean,
he
we could
sleeps.
just send Egbert in at any time and she won't realise it's Egbert, right?
Well, if you sleep him and catch him and drag him out, and I can just sit there and continue reading the thing, she won't know anything's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, perfect. Okay,
From inside her trance, she'll
All right.
continue to
Yep.
hear the Egbert voice. Yeah.
love it.
Cool. All right, let's do this.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Everyone, make me a dex stealth check to get outside of Liliana's room.
And you plus 10 bonus.
Plus 10. Woo! Doesn't matter what I roll.
Well, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Hey. Okay,
I rolled
I've
7, so
got-
17.
I got 6 plus 2
got
for
20,
8, so 18.
25.
In total, I got 36.
Damn.
Various modifiers, Corazon various modifiers to ballet.
Yeah. I rolled a 19, plus 10, plus 7.
Plus sneak
Corazon-
attack, plus evasion.
Tumbles the entire way. Like,
Bonus
he's not doing
action.
like almost static backflips. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to show off to Katie, basically.
She is just in a thief's crouch. And is just.
Oh, Thief's Crouch, yeah, I used to do that.
Before you learn to backflip.
Before I got cool.
When I was starting out.
You all are stacked up tactically outside of Liliana's bedroom. She is, funnily enough,
Corazon's, sorry, Corazon's bedroom.
It's weird because it
Corazon's bed.
doesn't seem like Corazon's in it.
Well, what does it say on the little skull and crossbones nameplate on the door?
Aw.
It says Liliana, she scratched it out.
Oh my god, she scratched it out! This will not stand!
Liliana has slipped into a trance-like state and is just there like...
Creepy.
Alright, and now for
she's
phase
in
2.
bored face mode.
Okay, I'm going to cast sleep at the butlering Egbert.
Egbert, are you in position?
Yes.
Okay, and Egbert, how many hit points do you have again?
Oh, what? After a long rest.
Yeah.
63.
63.
So Dub's
Alright,
got
cast
to be
sleep, Dub.
63.
63.
Whoa, hang on,
But bear in mind, they cloned Egbert when he was quite
yes.
a lot weaker.
Egbert has leveled up since these clones were made.
Okay, alright.
What were your hit points back
How
then?
long ago was that?
Yeah.
No, it's
40.
alright, it's alright. I'm sure I can make this roll.
I suspect it was probably around 40 was my older hit point thing. Plus, they're not really. They're like a Xerox. They're not really like. They're not a clone. They're like a poor photocopy. I assume.
Oh, like I'm about to send out so many d8s. I'm not worried.
But yeah, 40 was my old hit point max.
Okay, roll 5
Roll
d8s.
it.
So it's 5 d8s, and we've got to hit the hit point maximum. 5 d8s plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't forget multiple spell slots you can choose from.
Oh, yeah, I'm sending it out 4th level.
Okay.
Roll an additional 2 d8 for each slot level above first.
Wow.
So that's
Crikey.
level 2.
This will be the most powerful
level 3,
sleep
level
spell
4. All right.
you've ever cast.
All right. This is I'm really pulling the most soporific music out of the loot that I possibly can. This is like white noise vacuum cleaner.
Rain
sound.
on a tin roof.
Rain on tin roof thing.
Distant thunder. Yeah.
Yeah. And just
All the sleepiest towns.
and just very very faintly beneath all that, Enya. Okay. All right. What am I trying to hit?
40.
40.
Roll it.
51.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, the voice of the butler Egbert is like fair wind, variable, mainly southeast, 2 to 4, smooth, and starts to just backwards.
I swoop in and grab the book and continue the sentence seamlessly.
Okay.
No.
And the Egbert.
And also, Egbert.
And the heavy Egbert.
And also, what do you also do?
Dob's catching the Egbert.
I don't think we talked about that.
That's not what we said, Egbert.
Someone catch
I
the
said
Egbert.
Dob can catch the Egbert, and I'll
Okay,
read the. I'll read
Egbert,
the
make me
fishing
just a dex. Make me a dex stealth.
Now that you say that, Egbert, I do remember
Dub.
you saying it.
report. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dob,
How am
you're
I supposed to
making-
read the book when I'm not? Like,
Dob, make
anyway.
me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Fine. I'd love to.
He's
What was
strong,
my?
Dob's strong.
What am I rolling for? Dex.
Dex stealth.
Oh dear. Okay.
But you do get plus 10 because you're still near
Ah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news because I rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6, so 16.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Yikes.
Okay, you're fine.
I rolled a. That was a strength saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was 17.
It's close, but yeah, you catch the falling Egbert. Once you remember that was your job.
You were just so pleased that you got it. You're like, and then, oh!
You've got a sleeping butler Egbert
I was
in
made
your...
a little bit sleepy by my own tune, and that. Yeah.
I mean, Enya will do that to a person. You've got an Egbert butler who's going to be asleep for the next minute in your arms.
Dump him out the window.
Get him out of there. No.
Prudence, can you make me a strength athletics check, please, for your
Yeah,
rappelling down
sure
to
can.
the outside?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
wait.
I already covered this with a stealth roll, didn't I? 'Cause I forgot that
I
you were
did
going
do
a
a stealth
different way.
roll and it was fine.
Then you're
but
fine.
yeah.
You're
Okay.
fine. Sorry, that's
Alright.
my bad.
Okay.
But you were kind of witnessing all of this from the outside, so with the slightly sort of uneven thickness of glass, it distorts things a bit. But yeah, you can see this butler Egbert just And it seems like the way is paved for team. Let's go sneak in and get the things.
All right.
Come on, let's go sneak in and get the things.
Okay. I'd like to sneak up to the tranced Liliana. I'd like to use Mage Hand to raise the thing off her neck, and then I would like to try and just cut the things with a sharp knife.
All right, make me a stealth roll.
Okay. Let's go.
Plus 10.
Hey! 19. Plus 10, plus 7. So again, 36.
Yes. I think that'll do it.
36 will do it.
Yes.
Great.
Out of curiosity, how big is Mage Hand? In my mind, it's always been gigantic.
A giant hand.
Like a
the
foam
golden
finger.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a hand, isn't it?
But I guess it's just the size of a hand. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say. It doesn't actually say. It just says
I
a
always
spectral
imagine it
floating
being very
hand.
large.
Yeah.
Like the
I think
National
I can-
Lottery hand.
I think
Yes,
I
yeah,
can probably I can probably choose how big it is, probably.
It's when it does this, you've got to start dodging, because then it's going to grab you and like, squeeze you, and then throw you up in the air.
Teleport you
horrible.
back to the start of the dungeon.
Don't get me wrong, this is absolutely terrifying. Even with Mage Hand quite literally doing the heavy lifting. To get in that close to Liliana and see her eyes just vacant. It gives you the heebie-jeebies, but
Yeah.
you do manage to just kind of
stressful.
like snick. You cut the leather rope.
All right. And now to simply place the sea anemone in its place.
I would like you to make me another stealth roll, please.
I'm sure you would, Johnny.
40,
10.
probably.
10.
It's 10, but
It's okay.
add 10 and 7, so it's 27.
It works. Mage Hand sort of lowers it gently back down, and she just kind of like, you see her eyelid kind of like twitch ever so slightly.
Oh.
But yeah, you've made the switcheroo.
Okay. And now I'm just going to very calmly and stealthily leave and go back to the roof. No problem.
Anyone who is withdrawing from the room at this point,
I'm still in the corridor. Just
yeah,
What's Egbert
okay.
gonna do for his voice?
Yeah,
How's
Egbert.
Egbert gonna leave?
Yeah, but you are still reading a book of shipping forecasts.
Yeah, but I can back out of the room and just get slightly louder as I move
It's
away.
like when you gradually turn down the phonograph, as it's
Yeah.
you know, as
I'm just
you know.
fading out and fading out as I go
But
out.
you're trying to get louder to compensate.
Yeah,
Kind of like you're doing the Jaws zoom.
Yeah, I'm doing like a Doppler effect thing.
Okay, that's going to be a charisma performance check, please.
Wow.
Dob, what were you doing with sleeping Egbert again?
Doubling
No. Prudence, open the window.
I would guess he's probably got like another 30 seconds, so we can either try and book it out here fast, or or
No,
we
leave
can...
him, because then she'll just think that he fell asleep on the job, and then she'll
Yeah,
be
prop him up-
furious,
prop
and
him
it
up
might be a
against
nice
something.
distraction. Yeah, he fell asleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's in
Fell
my
asleep doing
arms.
his
I'm
butler
just
duties.
going to try and just
Lower
maneuver him
gently.
down to the floor and back up out of the room. I'll tell you what. So it's just so she's got something to do. I gesture Katie over to help me with his weight, like sort of lower him quietly down,
Okay,
and then we're back out.
she helps capably.
I rolled a 12 on that performance check.
Okay, you've given the wrong information for the passage of water nearest the cave with no incident. So if any sea captains were listening to this could be potentially ruinous.
Oh dear.
Thankfully, you just about managed to make it out. If Liliana were the type of creature who did actually sleep, this would be the point where they kind of go like and turn over and start snoring again. But you do manage to sort of back out of the room, still with a tome of very boring shipping reports in your hand.
Sweet, free gift.
All right. We have like
I mean, it was
seconds though on the
Corazon.
clock. So
Free gift.
Sorry. Sorry, Dob, you were saying.
I was saying that guard's gonna wake up in like, we've got so little time.
Okay.
Right, let's leg it. Come on, let's go. We're
Yeah,
all.
let's get out of
we're
here.
all
I tell you,
sneaky
let's, before we do anything else, let's have Prudence eat that, crunch it.
Well, she's outside. We need to get it
We're
to
gonna
her.
get
She's
back on
outside.
the
meet
roof
you on
and
the
give it to her.
ground.
Yeah, well, me
Yeah.
on the roof.
Not the roof. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, open the
Away
window
from-
and we'll all go out the window.
No, let's just go down and out.
There's the
and
zip line on the
zip
roof.
line down.
There's zip line off the roof.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
okay.
established the zip line. It's check off zip line. You can't
Yeah,
set up a
it's
zip
true.
line and not go down it.
So
Zip.
you're all on the roof next to the zip line.
Yeah. Prudence, I got it.
Gimme, throw
Here
it.
it is. I go
Throw it?
do the Corazon fastball.
No, it's been thrown now.
The old patented
Cannon.
fastball.
Dex saving throw, I guess. No, you don't have to.
No.
Um,
All right. Well, I hold it and see if it does anything immediately, and if it doesn't do anything immediately, I eat it in one go.
Kind of almost like there's loads of metal flakes in the bottom of it, and you put a magnet to it. It all kind of like starts straining against the glass to try and get to you.
Yeah.
So it's not breaking out of there, but it is certainly still trapped in the glass.
Crunch
Is it an edible size?
Smash it.
Crunch it.
You
No, I'm
would
probably
have
gonna cut
difficulty
myself up
swallowing
on
it
it.
in one.
All
You
right, I
can,
smash
like,
it on the ground like a yeah, on
Okay.
the roof tile.
The minute you smash it, the sort of weird sort of wine, it's almost like the lees in the bottle of bottom of a bottle of wine starts to just like it snakes up and just kind of like just like you've never been so happy to have something seemingly sentient claw its way up your body and into your mouth and down your throat.
So good.
And immediately you feel just sort of you basically just feel your connection with your patron sort of storm back into life.
yes.
As you kind of like are like feeling full of power again. Indeed, from the sea in front of you, an enormous confusion of tentacles absolutely burst.
Wow.
Like riot up into the air, like spraying seawater absolutely everywhere, almost certainly killing a passing seabird.
Yes.
Yes.
And as they kind of settle down, you notice the two largest tentacles that have like they're as thick as redwood trunks. They kind of fold in and come to settle on the land, like this.
Oh.
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 And there are
Someone's
four
in trouble.
smaller tentacles that are just like sort
Oh.
of giving it all of that.
Like, where have you been, young warlock?
Yeah.
What time do you call this?
Would it have killed you to call?
Oh no.
You're supposed to just text to let me know you're okay.
It does seem like you have some explaining to do, Prudence.
You can do that later. We've got to get out of here
We've got some
before.
zip lining to do.
We've got to book it.
I wave weakly at the ocean, with the idea that I will. It's a long story, Cthulhu Dad. I'm sorry.
Zip line. Let's go.
Zip
You
line.
see the arms kind of go like, and other tentacles, although they all belong to the same entity, are kind of like, kind of like gesturing at each other, being like, "Can you believe this one?"
Oh
And they're
no.
like, "I don't know." It seems like
I'm in
Cthulhu
trouble,
Dad has
you
turned
guys.
into like a whole bunch of disapproving dads.
Ah, can't
But,
take it.
Well, if we
That
zip
is-
line from the roof and we can get to the stable, there are a bunch of. They're not the best horses. They're mostly alive, but we can all take one and we can put some distance and get out of here.
Okay.
Because
do it.
I don't want to be here when Liliana does wake up.
Okay. Zip line.
Ooh.
Zip line.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that do resemble horses.
Yes, there are a couple of very large goats. There are
One of them
like-
keeps whispering to me about the taste of butter.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I hop onto a big dog that's been fashioned a wig to look like a mane.
You actually preempted me there. But it was going to be a tiger.
Oh! Oh man, I
never
played
mind.
myself. I could have had a
Well,
tiger.
No, that's fine. If you want to jump on the dog that's been made to look like a horse, then that's absolutely fine. Everyone finds a steed of dubious quality,
Yeah.
and it feels like a strange victory to be abandoning your own house and riding off
Fleeing
into the
in the middle of the
sunset. In the middle of the night. Oh, not
The moon set.
The moonrise. Yeah.
But we defeated Vocatus, and
Yeah.
let's focus on that, and not the fact that all of his magic and power went into our most hated and feared enemy, Liliana.
She did seem to think it was tacky though, so
Yeah.
the
Ah,
odds
yeah.
of her actually
Yeah.
using it, But yeah, as the night lengthens,
Prudence's magic back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see this as an absolute win.
As soon as we're safely out of range, I do some Eldritch Blasts into the sky.
Yay!
Yeah, so
Let's go look at some venues.
All right, that whole business.
We got a wedding to plan.
make me a wisdom perception check, please, Dove.
19 plus other numbers.
Ooh.
23.
Where's Katie?
Where's Katie?
Where's Katie? Your lovely fiancé, Dub. Where's she gone?
She was in the stables.
Katie?
Did she get got by the tiger?
Katie?
Katie?
You're starting to suspect that you might not be the only one with some explaining to do. You straight up forgot her, Dub.
What? No,
Dob, you are
Oh.
in trouble.
So
I forgot. No, she's a grown up. She could.
No.
Don't forget
I
a
don't have to
grown-up.
carry her from place to place.
Listen, we said the world was going to get harder, and sometimes that means remembering your NPCs and where they are.
Oh.
She doesn't have to teleport. But
Better
anyway.
go back and get Katie, Dub.
All right.
This is going to be gold for the best man speech. Let me just...
All right. I mutter that I'll catch up with you all in a moment and.
I think we all remember the amusing situation when Dob...
So yeah, as the camera sort of starts to pan out, you can see kind of a series of adventurers. One of
I'm
them
literally
shooting.
back in the doghouse.
Very good. But you can see a troop of adventurers on some very mismatched steeds. One of them just firing endless bolts of magical fury into the
It's
air.
a cantrip.
While one of them kind of like races back toward the point of origin and then back trying to catch up. You all roll out from a place that is rightfully yours but currently isn't safe to inhabit. And it's, there are still a lot of problems in Geth. There are still a lot of things that you all need to sort out. Some of you on a very deep and personal level. But for the time being, you have mostly prevailed.
Orbpocalypse
Mostly
averted.
prevail.
It's like a B+ rank, right?
Yeah.
Not quite S rank. Although that's stealth.
Thanks for the +10, Merowyn.
That's
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, right.
No problem.
Gotta love that spell.
That 36 stealth roll.